Hey guys, Tubbi of the Nerdy Bird side here, kicking it with my homegirl Toon from Gonzales, the local recording artist who is really setting the tone for what female artists can and can't do, and there is no limit to what she can and can't do, trust me. But I'll let you hear from the horse's mouth. She has a lot of hot projects coming up, she's working on a lot of videos, she has a lot of solid people stamping her, a lot of people supporting her, and a lot of things that she's getting her hands in. But I'll again let you hear from her. Go ahead and tell everybody a little bit about yourself and the projects that you're working on and why music is important to you.
Team Toon, you understand me, love. I'm behind Boss Click. Shout out to Tubbi and Antidote too, man. Right now, my project right now I have on the way is Poetry Shorty. I have no genre, you could say, to my music. Like, I feel there's no limit to what anybody can do, so if you can do something, do it to no expectation.
That's just not. Now, when you talk about not having a genre, a lot of artists, some artists don't have the structure to go genre-less without kind of being all over the place. You've really done a great job of putting a cap on taking a limitless feel and really targeting an audience and really like hitting them where it feels good. A lot of people hit you where it hurts and they force feed you things that you just don't vibe with, but you have a sound that's unique but it's relatable and you can vibe with it. And again, you've mastered the ability to take a sound and go, okay, this is who I am, and you can't put a limit on it because I can vibe with any type of music, with any type of artist and make it great. Do you feel like it took time, because you've been doing music for a long time, do you feel like that's something that took time, or is it just something that you kind of grow into as you keep experiencing and playing with music, or is it just something you've always kind of wanted to put out there?
It's just natural. Like, my music is from feelings. Like, if it's not from me, then like you can tell me what you went through yesterday, and I can't give you the best advice, but like I put a beat on, I give you like the best 2 minutes of your life to attract, like to listen, like you can feel it. But yeah, it's just come natural. Yeah, it's just me.
So, excuse me, I didn't mean to cut you off, but knowing that music is a part of your self-expression, and it is something that's so natural, when you start talking about your feelings, do you feel like your music is something that a lot of more emotional people that are trying to figure out what they want to do or how they feel about certain situations, or people that may have not have experienced the best of things, what do you want your music to do for them as so far as inspiration and motivation goes?
To listen. Like, a lot of people like say, oh yeah, I heard your song, but I want you to like listen, because I just feel like if I put 10 minutes into a song, like if that's a long time, like I feel like I want you to like, I gotta give you, it's worth it. Like you gotta just feel me. Like it gotta be worth it. 10 minutes.
Right. So knowing that you are so passionate behind your music and your message is not only your experiences but the relatability of self-expression, and you know that a lot of younger kids do look up to you and they do vibe with your music, and you are a very positive person from the way that you carry yourself to a lot of things that you talk about in your music. You do want the younger generation as a role model to kind of look up to you, and those are big shoes to fill when you have a whole city, a whole nation, a whole generation, so to speak, kind of looking at you and going, okay, I want to be like her, I want to be fly like that, I want to be carefree, I want to just be naturally happy in a positive sense. If you could give any advice, not even to the artists, but to the everyday people that relate to your music, you can give any advice to help them stay positive, to help them stay focused, to help them understand that it's not always a fight within self, sometimes it's an understanding to be able to journey out. What advice would you give?
I just posted this on Facebook yesterday. Out of nowhere it came to me. I said, be mindful. Like that was all I said, and it got shared like over 30 times, and somebody DM'd me and it was like, be mindful. Like, you know, you really have to think about the stuff that you do. Like, if it's something, then I wish I would have just listened to a little bit from my mom. Like, I'm like, you should listen. Like, you could go a long way if you listen. If it's somebody play basketball, you want to go to be a doctor, you have to do it 10 times harder. You know how many people rap and sing? Like, I have to work 10 times harder because there's somebody out there doing the same thing as me. So it's like I have to stay focused on my focus, basically. Be mindful.
Yeah, be mindful. That's what's up. Now, I know that that's not your brand, but that is something that you could definitely tie in because it directly correlates to a lot of the messages you give. And I know that, you know, Palm Tree Shorty is a very fun, outgoing album. It kind of gives audiences the opportunity to see the character that is Toon, you know. A lot of people associate artists and a lot of the videos and the social media with who they really are. So I think it's fun that people kind of get to see the fun side of you. They get to see the carefree, the outgoing, the just eccentric side. But I appreciate the fact that you're also a parent and you don't have a problem at all with relaying that message to the media as well. You kind of let it be known that, yeah, I hustle where my craft is concerned. I'm out here and I do what I'm supposed to do. But I'm a parent first. And a lot of artists don't know how to juggle that healthy medium, or they can't find a balance between the two. So if you had any advice for artists who share the same shoes, artists who are parents, who are striving to get their brands out, what could you say to them to help them understand that parenting comes first?
That shit. I shouldn't even have to tell them that, bro. I'm gonna have to go ahead and Tyreek and they take care of your churn. You should know that's, you know, like that's, you gotta do that. That's first. But I look at them, I have 2 sons. I look at them and that's my motivation. Like, I'm not about to look 2 years from now and tell them I shoulda, coulda, woulda been on. Like, if you wanna do something, you can do it and you gonna make it happen. Like, I come from a spot where it's not no names from Gonzales too many is, you know, known in the spotlight. So I'm gonna put on, you understand me?
And that's one of my favorite things about you is that you're so confident in the fact. You always say, I want to see my name in lights, and it's going to happen. And when that time comes, when you actually get the opportunity to look up and go, damn, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like, the sacrifice, the struggle, the back and forth, the up and down, the sleepless nights, the restless studio counters, the means of having to really give up what I want to get what I want. Where do you think that you'll be able to relax in a peaceful sense? Do you feel in the means of success and failure, do you feel like you'll actually be able to go, okay, I'm where I want to be, I'm here, and now I can coast it? Or is that just like the beginning where it's like,
nah, that's the beginning. I've been doing this so long, like since a webcam. When it was fuzzy and you had to adjust the lens, you looking all in the pieces, like
blowing it to make sure it don't have dust on it.
I want to be able to do it and be looking like I told you, you bitch and boy, that I was gonna do it. But you know, in a humble way at the same time. But it's a lot of people that doubt me because I've done it for so long. But it's like the little stuff that I do is big steps to me because I've never done it. Like, so I'm grateful for all of it. Boss click and a standing.
That's what's up. That humility in itself it'll take you far. Now I'm more partial, I guess, because I am a female, but I am an artist. I'm more partial to female artists, because we don't come very often. And when we do come, a lot of cases it's sex sells. If you build a certain way and you put on a certain type of clothes, it don't matter what you talk about as long as you sound good. Well, you're in a position where it's kind of like, I don't show off my body. I do dress comfortably, and if I had a choice, I'm swagging harder than some of these dudes out here. So knowing that it's not sex appeal that sells for you, what are you proud of so far as your content goes, so far as your lyrics go, so far as just your music goes as a female artist? Because it's hard to be respected in this industry when your clothes are on. When your clothes are on.
You know, I show my pec every now and then. I don't like to do it too much because people get too mad. You know, get to reporting my 6 the last time I counted. I ain't gonna add no more to it, you know. But my personality. I can honestly look at all my followers, all the people who from state to state, countries, United Kingdom mess with me. Like, I earned my followers off of straight my music and me. That's what's up. Like, I didn't have to beef with nobody. I didn't have to go to jail. Like, I earned it off of me.
Natural. So with your brand, I'll let you kind of touch more so into detail about it. Again, it's such a positive message where you are telling people you don't have to be outrageously in a negative manner to be seen. You don't have to be obscene in a mean where you're naked to be heard. And you definitely don't have to be, I guess, commercialized to be sold. Right. So when you're able to be authentic, when you're able to actually naturally just be yourself and you don't have to worry about changing for anybody or anything, where do you feel like Toon music and your brand, and let's say after you touch on your brand, where do you feel like you want to take it from here?
My brand is like a franchise or some stuff.
Levels to it, she said.
Team Toon, man, Boss Click. I I don't count that as people be hollering games and squads and all that. It's a family, it's one. Toon taking over opportunities now. You know, I just gave myself that name, but you know, Toon, man, it's a brand. It's more than that. You're gonna have to see me, hear me to understand all what I'm telling you. Like real talk, Team Toon.
That's what's up, that's what's up. Now, closing 2017, I know that you just released Palm Beach Shorty, which is doing very nice numbers from the video counts to some of the singles that you're actually pushing right now. You've had some performances, be that on larger platforms and showcases to smaller ones. You actually did one back in my hometown in Plaquemine a few months ago, and I heard the buzz was pretty awesome from that. So, plans for the end of 2017, coming into 18, are you looking to do any shows and touring and promos? There's a project that you're working on. Tell the audience, let them get in your head a little bit. Tell them exactly what it is that you're working on for the close and the beginning.
To close it out, I'm dropping my single, Run It Up. It's gonna be off my project, Palm Tree Shorty, which is an album. This is my first album. Official. This is like the real deal. Giving you everything. I'm liable to take you in your feelings. You might go to space. You might want to go turn up, turn me up.
The tissue for this one.
And we're doing a Team Toon Run It Up tour, so we're gonna be traveling around, touching spots and places.
Well, that's what's up. Now, when you start talking about touring, do you think that you'll be touching bases in Florida and Texas? Is there anything specific that you know for a fact that you're locked in on?
I'm definitely gonna be in Texas, Houston. Shout out, that's like my second home. Shreveport. Florida, yeah, we're gonna make way. California. Cali, yeah, I got some supporters out there. That would be nice. That's probably one of my upcoming plans. You know, hit up Cali.
So I know that you'll be doing a lot of touring, and that's pretty cool. Now, do you have any specific people lined up for that tour? Any ideas so far as artists that you'd like to start touring with you?
I do have an artist and my big homie gonna be with me. Shout out to Lil Cat.
That's what's up.
We got a song out, I'm the One, right now too, by the way, on his album,
Very
Bigger
hot.
Than Nino. Y'all go cop that, man. It's hot.
Very, very hot. And when I originally heard the track, I actually was at the listening party hosted by DJ Scrap in the Scroll Sessions. And got there, started listening to a lot of the other artists that were in the building, but had been given a copy of Cali CD. So I went straight to you guys' number and I heard it, and I was like, wait, that's her? Now I remember kind of pointing across the room like, all of that voice came out of that little bit of thing right there. You know, no offense to it, it was just like, whoa. You know, like the power behind the artist, it really directly correlated for me. I was like, that's awesome that you can have such a confident artist in such a small package. And that's, again, no offense to you, but the power behind it sends a message that you don't have to be huge to be huge. That you can be that smaller person and still have a lasting impression on something. So I thought that was cool because you are on that project with a lot of heavy hitters from the city. So far as their establishments and how long they've been doing music and their credentials, again, you kind of took the plate with some heavy names there.
And Angie Stone, that was like, that's what really like shocked me. I was like, yeah, that's one of my idols.
Yeah, when you can get on the CD with Angie Stone and nothing clashes,
I'm like, yeah.
you doing stuff, right too?
Shout out to Cali.
Yeah, now I know that Cali has been a very big supporter of yours since your journey kind of started. And do you find that he's been a direct influence in your music, or does he just more so guide you to kind of stay genuine in who you are?
Yeah, like me and Cali, to be honest, like I've been hurt about it, but like we just recently linked because of my other manager. Shout out to Big Nick, he out in Houston. They kind of linked, but Cali, man, I respect him because if I'm in the deal, like he don't put too much on me. He gotta do this how you get your focus. Like he'll help me on something. I'm stuck like it's none of that. He don't never capitalize on nothing he do. Like I just respect him for that. Like real time.
That's what's up. That's how you break artists, you know, respecting the game, understanding the game, and turning around and giving the younger generation the game. It's how the cycle for productivity happens. It's how doors start opening for other artists. And I think that's a beautiful thing that you guys are locking in on the opportunity to network with one another and still capitalizing on the ability to be individuals through your music. That's something that a lot of artists have a hard time with. Now, knowing that your latest release and some of the videos that have happened are really, really hot and you're doing really good with numbers so far as streams go with that, but you just recently had a video shoot that was popping from what I saw on Instagram, like from the cars to the dogs to the females, like this was hot. Now, you want to touch a little bit about that, when it'll be dropping, what audiences can be expecting to see that?
I'm not telling them when it's gonna drop, but I want them to stay tuned.
Make sure you stay tuned in. Now, you heard that. She said she's dropping. I said it was hot. And if you miss it, it's your own fault. She's not telling you the date. You're going to have to check in on the social media. We'll give you that in a little bit so that you can stay tuned in for Toon. Now, if I'm not mistaken, you also have a video shoot today that you have to go work on. And that's a song that you put together with Lil Cali, hosted by DJ Scraps with his Lil Bruh album, correct? And it's you, Lil Cali, Russell T from here in Baton Rouge, and Uzi Maki Fly, correct? Mm-hmm. Now, did you have fun doing that project? Yeah. What was that whole thing like for you?
That whole night was lituated. Shout out to everybody who was in the building too. I just went off with everybody else vibe on the track, like vibing at the same time.
Yeah.
We're gonna do the thing today though, video shoot. Shout out to DJ Scrap, bro, part 2. You understand me?
That's what's up, that's what's up. Now, closing the video today, do you have any other plans? Will Toon be doing anything this evening? Or is it just like gonna be like a chill type of weekend for you?
Nah, I'm going back to the studio. After I finish with the video shoot, probably hit up the studio. Because I'm never not working.
Always working, that's how you stay fed, that's how you stop from being hungry, work. That's what's up. Now, knowing that 2017 and 2018 have some big things coming up with the new project release, I'm sure that you'll be working on some videos. Again, you are putting together a tour where you'll have some well-known local artists touring with you, and you'll be dropping those locations and itineraries soon. Again, make sure you stay tuned in on social media. But is there anybody outside of Lil Cali that you kind of like to give a shout out to, whether they helped you along the way, whether music, you hit that rough patch where they kind of just talked you up like don't quit, or it could just be your brother, somebody that's always been by your side, and when it's time to jump, they jump.
Shout out to Nick Meezy, you understand Meezy, that's my big brother, man, that's crazy. Shout out to Deuce, you understand me, that's another one of my managers. That's more like our relationship is on a whole nother level from like my other managers. We the clash opportunities and we right back in each other's face. He get me on point, like if I feel like I'm giving up, like that's the one to keep me going right there. Shout out to Deuce. Curl Weezy, Rico Suave in the back, Weezy, man. E, Diggs. Shout out the whole Boss Clique, man, because it's more than a label. You about to feel a whole movement, Brazy, right now in Houston doing big things. So, shout out to everybody.
That's what's up, that's what's up. Now, tying in what we're doing for the close of 2017, 2018, knowing that you do have a lot of things coming up, knowing that you do want your music to be lasting, that you do want it to inspire. What are you working on for your legacy? What do you want people to, when they hear Toon, what do you want people to think or associate you with?
My idols is Erykah Badu and Lauryn Hill and like Angie Stone. So I'm one of them people, I like to make an old song and make some like the youth feel like, oh, I bumped it, but knowing like 2 years ago you said you wouldn't want to hear that song, but like I want longevity. Like I want longevity. Like it's been a long time, but I'm not even tripping on like how long it's been. Like because I know, like when I blow, like yeah, it's longevity. I want when you hear Toon, you gotta turn Toon up. Like that's what I want.
Undeniable, just classic legacy.
You just gotta know as soon as you come on, that's me.
Vibes. That's what's up, that's what's up. Now, tell everybody, because there's a lot of information and you have a lot of exclusives that you're only dropping as the time comes for it to be dropped and known. So go ahead on and tell everybody where they can tune in on your social media or whatever hashtags you like and tag in on it.
You can hashtag Team Toon, promo page is Team Toon. My official Instagram is official Team Toon. Facebook, Tion Shay, Tionshai.
Spell it right.
Domio, Domio. That's my whole everything out there. But you know, go find me on the book, or you can get my promo page. You can get my promo page, Team Toon, on Facebook and YouTube, Team Toon. I'm all over.
All across the board.
iTunes, Team Toon.
Now, your music, can it be located on all digital streaming sites, or is there a specific place they need to tune in for?
All digital streaming sites, Spinrilla, iTunes, Spotify.
Y'all have no excuse. Make sure y'all go check her out. She's blazing hot. She's coming up with authentic music. It's something that you can vibe to. It's positive. There's a little bit of something for everybody. It's relatable. Again, you tuned in right here with your girl Tubbi of the Nerdy Bird site. Thanks to the antidote.com. We got an opportunity to sit down with Toon and actually chop it up with a lot of things that she has going on. Make sure you stay here to keep up with the updates right here with the antidote.com.
Girl.